park, bro.
Is there a reason why you're flipping me off?
Is there a reason why you're blocking my way?
I'm trying to figure this out. You honked at me,
don't worry about it.
and then you flipped me off.
Don't worry about it.
No, because you honked at me, sir. You got my attention.
Cry about
and
now.
You flipped me off for unknown reasons.
Yeah, you know what? You're going to stop and scare me. You're going to stop and scare me for no reason. Yeah.
On January 24th, 2024, Alan was sitting in a private lot when he saw a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy sitting around doing what they normally do, nothing. But not only was the deputy doing nothing, he was doing nothing while he was blocking Alan in, on a private lot on private property. So Alan beeped his horn and gave the deputy the finger. That's right, the dreaded middle finger. This caused the officer to lose his mind, get out of the vehicle, demand ID, and violate almost all of his constitutional rights in the process. Let's take a look.
Is there a reason why you're
Why are you blocking my way so I can't even park, bro?
Is there a reason why you're flipping me off?
Is there a reason why you're blocking my way?
I'm trying to figure this out. You
don't worry about it.
And then you flipped me off.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Have a good day.
See ya. Adios. Crybaby.
And a crybaby is exactly what this police officer is going to turn out to be. He seems to be quite butthurt about getting flipped off, but it's not illegal, and nor can you pull someone over for it. In fact, the Supreme Court has been asked this question several times. Is it illegal to flip off a cop? The answer is no. Your vulgar act of flipping off the cop is protected by the First Amendment, and unless the cop has some other legal reason to pull you over a second time, the cop would be violating your Fourth Amendment rights by pulling you over the second time. But this case is entirely new ground. The cop isn't pulling the citizen over. The citizen's already parked. In fact, he's parked and he's being blocked in by a sheriff's deputy. So he's using his free speech to blow his horn and give the finger to show his disapproval. In a way, he's utilizing one of his components protected under the First Amendment to redress his grievances. The fact that the cop gets so butthurt he gets out of the car to demand ID is not only a violation of his First and Fourth Amendment rights, it's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
What's up, crybaby? Yeah. So I'm going to back, just for your information, I'm going to back up. So
let's talk about a complete waste of time and abuse of power. If the roles were reversed and the police officer was blocked by a citizen, he would blow his horn, flip his sirens, flip him off, and probably tase him, especially if he was unarmed. But with the script flipped, and the police officer being on the receiving end of the middle finger, well, that just won't do. So as you can see, now the police officer is running this gentleman's tags. And contrary to popular belief, police officers don't require probable cause or reasonable articulable suspicion that a moving violation has taken place to run someone's information. It's the plain view doctrine. Anything that you can see in public is publicly accessible. The same privileges, rights, and laws that allow you to take your camera and film through a police officer's vehicle are the same rights and laws that protect them for running your plates, most of the time without any reason. But for the police it's a problem, especially in this case, because he's using his database as a way to retaliate against the citizen for using his First Amendment rights, redressing his grievances, and engaging in free speech. One thing is certainly clear. This cop is not letting this go until he can find a way to punish this citizen for questioning his useless authority.
Watch out. Or stay out of my way. Officer wants to see my license and registration. And what's your name?
Deputy Grigsby.
Grisby.
Yes.
Grisby wants to see my license and registration because I have tinted windows in a private parking area.
So we're to believe that when no traffic stop was ever effected, and right after this citizen honked his horn and gave the deputy the middle finger, that this deputy ran his tags and has now decided to conduct a traffic stop for tinted windows. At least that's what the deputy is telling the citizen. But we all know that's not true, and this cop is so dirty, he's willing to admit it's not true either. So officer, What's the real reason that you're asking him for his ID and violating his Fourth Amendment rights?
No, because you honked
No.
at me, sir. You got my attention.
Oh, you know what, dude? Honking at you. What are you gonna cry about
And
now?
you flipped me off for unknown reasons.
Yeah,
sir.
you know what? You're gonna
Okay.
stop and stare at me. You're gonna stop and
Can
stare
I
at me
see
for no
your
reason.
license
Yeah,
registration, please?
yeah. You're gonna stop and stare at me for no reason. Maybe I'll
Thank you,
give you
sir.
the finger. That's not the registration.
Oh, this insurance. Where's your
Yeah, I give you the insurance. Just give me a second. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
If I were in that situation, though, they're getting no ID. They're getting a supervisor, they're going viral, and someone's getting suspended. The driver's not in operation of the vehicle, nor is the vehicle on, so he's not affecting an actual or lawful traffic stop. Secondly, if a violation of tint is the offense that this deputy is quoting, he would need to get a tint meter and run it against the windows before he's ever getting an ID for anything. And that's only if the sole reason for the stop was because of the tint. But if we're factoring in everything else and I had just given this cop the finger and now he's doing this, he's not getting an ID. He's getting a matching set.
So there's Officer Crybaby right there. He got flipped off. Yeah, now you're in trouble, buddy.
Sir, can you please stand by your...
Yeah, sure. So this guy's getting sued now for pulling me over for flipping him off. Thank you. I need the money. I need the money. Thanks.
And he's most likely going to get that money. He's not the first person to sue police after the police retaliate from someone flipping them off. The Fire, a nonprofit organization that also represented Jeff Gray from God Bless the Homeless Vets, represented another man that sued Vermont police after they arrested him, simply for giving them the finger. That lawsuit is in litigation now and is going to be quite costly for the state of Vermont, and also now for San Bernardino.
Yeah, hey, we got some proof here that Officer Crybaby wants to pull me over and check my insurance and all that for giving him the finger, he said. You all heard it, so yeah, that's my first right amendment to free speech that he just violated. So let's see how long he wants to take here. Being the crybaby he is, we'll give him time to check my registration and all that good stuff. Then I'll be getting a hold of a lawyer. It's Officer Crybaby, right? Of course it is. He said he got flipped off, so that's my First Amendment right to free speech that he violated. He's just a big crybaby like all the rest of them, of course. But hey, it gets him, he violated my First Amendment rights. And he says I have tinted windows that you can see right through. They're totally illegal. Yeah, Officer Crybaby. You write me for tinted windows on private property? That's going to be his excuse? That ain't going to work for him. He ain't too smart, is he? Come on, Officer Crybaby, I don't have all day. Well, actually, I do. Yeah, you don't pull somebody over on private property for tinted windows. That's going to be his excuse. And yeah, anyway, so Officer Crybaby's going to wind up getting sued for violating my First Amendment right to free speech. So that's exactly what he did. Well, let's see what other BS ideas he can come up with here when he comes out. Right, Officer Crybaby? Doesn't like being a big old crybaby with a big old crybaby job, huh? Like, what are you pretending to do in there other than waste your time? See, Officer Crybaby made a really big mistake here by going back to a vacant area behind the the hotel here, where only I was. Yeah. See, these guys try to set me up all the time for some stupid bullshit, and well, it's just another day. So I'm back there where nobody else was, looking for a conference room, and he just decides to go back there at the same time. Well, he's playing games, following me, and then he wants to try to get me for First Amendment, something that's First Amendment legal. Oh, you flipped me off. What a crybaby. So Officer Crybaby will be getting sued with the department, and hey, I'll get some money from it. Man, he sure don't know his job too well, does he? You don't know your job very well, do you, Crybaby? Right, Officer Crybaby? I got all day, man. You just go ahead and waste your time. Every second goes down, you just look like a bigger crybaby.
You go, sir. Consider this a warning. You have a blessed day.
What's that?
Consider this a warning. You have a blessed day.
It's just a warning? For what?
This is probably one of the best parts of the video and one of the most dumb moments of this cop's entire life. Officer, a piece of advice. When you're going to violate someone's rights, don't create a paper trail. What could the warning be for? Factory tint? Even if the argument was it wasn't factory, he never pulled out a tint meter to actually measure the tint in the window. The citizen never drove, so it couldn't be a warning for a violation of a moving violation or traffic infraction. So what is this warning for? Giving a bird to the cops? How many warnings will I get for this? Or for this? Good things come in pairs. What if they connected, like this cop's 2 brain cells, and flew away and just perched on my shoulder? How many warnings would that get me? The warning is simply this: to warn him that you don't challenge or question the sovereign rights of police. It's also an internal shout out to the next cop that pulls him over, saying, hey, listen, I pulled this guy over. He gave me the finger. There's nothing legally I could cite him with, but I sure hope that there's something you could find during your traffic stop that you're conducting right now while reading this. And don't think that that's an urban myth. That's actually reality. Police have queries attached to each license plate. For example, 2 months ago, I had 36 queries on my license plate, even though I had never been pulled over and never given my ID to police. Anytime they observe your license plate, they can attach notes to it, so that way the next cop that pulls you over can read the completely biased history that former police officers that have pulled you over have written, and they can make an educated decision, or rather an uneducated decision, that you've messed with the blue line enough and it's time for you to pay.
It's a warning for you violating my First Amendment right to free speech.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be hearing from me.
And I hope they will be hearing from him and from his attorneys. And I'm pretty sure this one is going to be very costly for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. One of the most important components of the First Amendment to the United States Constitution is the one that very clearly labels you have the right to redress your grievances. That includes federal officials, city officials, and police officers. Remember to always flex your First Amendment rights and subscribe to Alan. His original video link and channel link will be in the description of this one. And don't forget, that's the reason I stopped you today.